Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Eric here, guys, with the TRD Squad, bringing you guys my version of Unchained Chimera. This is a pretty cool deck. I've been playtesting it ever since the ban list came out. It's pretty fun. It's pretty consistent. Um, it does play into the bureau, which I'm gonna be showcasing you guys a video where I played a salty Centurion player who was kind of like saying, "Oh, you play into Nib, your deck sucks." I still beat him regardless, and he was super salty. I'm gonna upload that video here probably this week, but it's a super fun build to play with Unchained Chimera. The decks go really well together. Um, they don't lock you out of anything because like your Unchained cards lock you into Fiend sometimes. Your only one Chimera card actually locks you into Fusion summons, but you don't even use his summon effect anyways. But other than that, the deck's super fun to play with, guys. But for the deck profile, we are playing one copy of the Unchained Abominable Unchained Soul. The one Unchained Soul of Disaster. This is a pretty cool card. I'm still play testing it. But for now, it's pretty good. Just helps you recurve cards from the graveyard. So that's the reason why I play it. Unfortunately, I'm playing one copy of Shavara. One copy of Shyamada. I might bump this up to two though, because sometimes you need two. And honestly, when you're playing with the Chimera cards, this is not a brick at all. This is like a super good card with the Chimera card, especially if that Chimera branded. It just allows you to go full combo. So this is not a brick at all when you're playing it. Even playing two copies is not a brick whatsoever. On one copy of Birth Permit, this is the one card that can unlock you into fusion summons if you special summon it or normal summon it out. But we're usually just send it to the graveyard. Just have some follow up for our next place. Two copies of Mirror Sword Knight. This is just really good because it allows you to get into Gazelle, which Gazelle allows you to get into your branded fusion plays. I'm sorry, your Chimera fusion plays. So you're playing two Mirror Knights, two Mirror Sword Ashes to go into your three copies of Gazelle. So that gives you like five starters here. This is kind of like your normal summon here. So we're not playing like multiple copies of Raquel or Sarama because we want our normal summon to be used by Gazelle. This we can get into our fusion plays because that helps us extend even further out with the Unchained cards. Two copies of the Cornfield. This card's just really good, just allowing you to search for cards or get cards back. Also gives you that protection for your fusion loss. Three copies of Aruha is still a must because he's just a free special summon as long as you have an Unchained spell or trap. One copy of Sarama, one copy of Reke is all you need. For the hand traps, I'm playing just three Ash, three Drone Lobber. I was playing Emperor, but I feel like Drone Lobber is just a bit more stronger this format because it just hits a lot more decks. I'm also playing Triple Tactics Talent, just two copies. Three copies of Abomination's Prison, three copies of Pot of Prosperity just for consistency. Two copies of Chimera Fusion. This card's just super good. One copy of One of the Unchained Souls. It just allows me to get like another spell trap that I can pop. Also, it's just really good whenever you're linking your monsters off, you can pop some cards on the field. And you gotta play three each of the Unchained traps. You just need to see these cards more. Back then you could cut them back when you had three copies of the Red Dog, but unfortunately though you need them for consistency's sake now. For the link cards, for the extra deck, we're playing two copies of Soul of Rage. You don't need anything else. Two copies of Yamba. You don't need three. You can actually recur this card back really good with the one of the fusions, and I'll showcase you guys in the combo how you can do that. One copy of Anguish. One Axis Code Talker just to finish games out. You can also play like Guardian Chimera as well. It's a really good card if you want to cut Axis Code Talker out. One Abomination. I'm playing the other one, guys, the Close World because it just allows you to get rid of problematic monsters that you can't get rid of. Be able to link them off. Two copies of Way High King Caesar because you actually need them. I can go into this card multiple times. I can shuffle it back, make it back again, all again, just because I'm playing the Chimera deck in this build. Two copies of Chimera King of Phantom Beast. This card is super good. It allows you just to rip one of your opponent's cards during the end phase. Plus, it's also level 6, so it just makes it easier to go into your Way High King Caesar. Two copies of Birth Permit, the Mythical King of Phantom Beast. This card's super good to level 6. Allows you to dump as well to Foolish Burial. And then last but not least, guys, one Guardian Chimera. This card just like I'm just playtesting this card out. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. When you do make it, it's pretty cool. But it just depends on how you play. I'm gonna showcase you guys in the combo lineup how you can make this card to like just continue playing or just to continue to interrupt your opponent on his turn. Like being able to make this card, plus like being able to pop a card with a skip of the Unchain, and then maybe popping a card with like Abominable Unchained Soul. It allows you to pop like 4 cards on your opponent's doing your opponent's turn, like 4 interruptions. Plus, like linking one off with Soul of Rage and stuff like that, or maybe even having the trap set as well. It's like 5 cards, 5 interruptions. This card's just super good. You don't always make it. I just sometimes make it just when I'm playing, but for the most part, though, I just had to throw something in there to complete 15 cards. Okay. For this idea, guys, once again, you just play whatever you want. I just put something together the one I'm playing online. 3 Evenly Matched, 3 Imperm, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 3 Dark Ruler, and 3 Nibiru from seconds. Mostly just like go second. But anyways, guys, I'm not gonna go into too depth of a profile here. I think for the most part, these decks have been out for quite a bit. That you kind of know what they do. But if you don't want something more in depth, just hit me up down below. I'll make a video pretty soon. Hey, what's up, guys? Here we're at the common part of the video, guys. I'm gonna showcase you guys how this combo works. We've opened up pretty decent here. Imagine like if you open up a Ruha and you try to activate its effect, and then it Ash your Chamber of the Enchant. At that point, you'd actually just have to pass turn because you don't have to do anything more. That's just the way it works. That's consistent now because you don't have the red dog. But now with the Sword Knight here, it's actually a whole lot better now. Or actually, with the Chimera package, Sword Knight's the card you really want to open up with. But Gazelle is actually just as good as well. But you want to go ahead and add your. So you want to special summon that Gazelle. That's going to allow you to add the Chimera Fusion. Here at this point, guys, just activate this one. Go ahead and fuse. Gonna make the Chimera level 6 first. So we're gonna use Gazelle on field and use a Ruha. I'm gonna showcase you guys. You don't even have to have a Ruha in hand. If that was actually the level, if that was the blue dog, I forgot Shayama. You use Shayama too. Shayama's not a brick, and I'm gonna showcase you guys why it's not a brick. Because if Shayama was in graveyard, you could set this trap, pop it, and go into your combo as well. A couple of chain links here. Make sure you do chain link 1 Gazelle, chain link 2 Chimera Foundry. Just rip out a card during the end phase. Let's go ahead. Glad Cornfield here. Yeah, so we had Cornfield. You want Burr from in the graveyard as well. Just don't summon it out during your turn because it's gonna lock into fusion plays. Now we're gonna go and activate. I'm gonna add Chimera Fusion back to our hand. Now we're gonna go and activate it again. Now we're gonna fuse away the Chimera on field plus the Burr from it in our hand. Make the other Burr from it fusion monster. Now you're gonna go ahead and use Burr from it to dump, and then the other your Burr from it main deck monster can special summon out. This doesn't matter at this point. You have a monster negate here, but now you can dump your blue dog. So here at this point, guys, so like I said, like even if we didn't have any Unchained cards, it's perfectly fine because once you get to this guy right here, he dumps the blue dog, and all you need is an Unchained Spoiler trap to go into your combos. Now you can activate its graveyard effect, pop your trap, special summon it out. That's gonna bring out the red dog from the deck. Now you do have a monster negate here. Unfortunately, this plays into Nibiru. I thought this would negate Nibiru, but Sword Knight specifically states that your opponent has to control its monster. So this is not protected to Nibiru, but that's perfectly fine. Nibiru's gonna be played in this format anyways, guys. Don't be scared of it if you are. I mean, you're not gonna be playing Yu-Gi-Oh at all. You're going to use the 2 dogs here to make your Yama. Yama's gonna go and add. Red dog's gonna go and set from deck. This is what I was saying. Like if you don't have your Ruha, if you don't have any follow up, it's perfectly fine. Or you add a Ruha anyways. You can even add the one from the graveyard. So now we popped our Abominable Chamber of the Enchant. Gotta reset the right one. We're gonna pop this one. And this is why I like to open up with Sword Knight, because when you bring out Sword Knight with Burr from it gives you an extra monster to link off with. This point we're gonna go ahead and special summon out. Activate Sarama, guys. We're gonna go and set Escape of the Unchained. Now we're gonna pop Aruha to special summon out the other blue dog from deck. This is why you have to play 2 of these. Now at this point, you can go ahead and make your Soul of Rage. Activate Shayama, pop Sarama. I'm gonna destroy this one trap. I'm gonna go ahead and activate, let's see. Activate Yama. I don't know if I want to activate Sarama's effect or not, because if you summon something out, you're gonna be playing into Poly at this point. I don't think I'd play another 6 in the deck. Yeah, fortunately this would play into Super Poly, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah. I can summon out. Yeah. If you don't want to play Super Poly, just go ahead and pop Rockea. Don't activate the effect. And now you can go ahead and make your Wi-Fi Kings. So we end up with, let's see. So yeah. So now including what you have in your hand, this is what you can make on field doing full combo each and every single time. The ability to link away one of your opponent's monsters with Soul of Rage. You have the ability to destroy one Unchained monster you control plus one of your opponent's cards. That's 2 interruptions right there. Plus, when you pop Rage, it allows you to add any Unchained card from your graveyard back to your hand. We have Wave Hiking Seizure with 2 interruptions. We still have our level 6 fusion on board, which makes Sword Knight. What do you call it? But you can activate it right. It makes it ready. Yeah, because you have a fusion on board, so you can activate his effect. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interruptions, plus a lot of follow up, guys. I'm going to show you guys why there's a lot of follow up here. So, like, on our opponent's turn, what we can do is, like, let's say, so unfortunately, since I'm playing an AI here, nothing happens. I'm going to activate Cape of the Unchained. I'm going to destroy my Soul of Rage and my Wave King Caesar just to get the cards into the graveyard. Let me showcase you guys the follow up that we have. So that's now going to allow Shavara to set something from deck. So you can go ahead and just add back your Shavara once you pop the Soul of Rage. I'm not going to do anything just. And you can still. Yeah, this is all in the end phase. Unfortunately, this is what sucks about the AI. I could have done this all in the main phase of my opponent's turn. I could activate Shaharva to pop one of my traps, special summon out the Abominable Unchained Soul from deck, discard a card, and then pop one of my opponent's cards as well as that way, giving me an extra interruption. Plus, we're gonna have plenty of follow up, guys. Like, even if you pitch Gazelle with Abominable Unchained Soul, it's perfectly fine because you can activate Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast, especially not Burfing, which is why you want him in the graveyard. This is gonna get you into your. It's gonna allow you to get some follow up for next turn as well, in the sense that you get to add your Branded Fusion. I mean, sorry, Chimera Fusion and your Gazelle. So that's why I say you could pitch Gazelle off of Abominable Unchained Soul, be perfectly. Um, Fortunately, look, since it says in the end phase because it's dueling next, it sucks. We could technically activate Shavara on our opponent's turn, popping one of our traps, allowing us to like I said, summon a Abominable Unchained Soul, and then you could discard one of your spells because you got 2 in hand anyways, allowing you to pop an extra card. Like, give me a total of 6 interruptions on your opponent's turn, plus a lot of follow up, guys. But yeah, it's just this is it right here. So like even on your turn, I said with all the follow up you get, you can still activate your blue dog in graveyard, guys. Just pop any trap here. Yeah, activate Aruha here. So yeah, you have a lot. Like you can if your opponent has anything on field, you can actually do this right here. We can activate this. You can make Guardian Chimera, for example, using 1, 2, and 3, because they're kind of dead now. These 3. Allow you to pop 2 cards, draw 1 card. Gazelle allow you to add something back again anyways. Earthmake can bring out, I don't know, Mirror Sword Knight, giving you like yeah, and you can slide your Chimera Fusion back again anyways. I mean, it's still going back to your hand line, having some more follow up for next or through your opponent's. Here at this point though, we can go ahead and make like a we would have Solar Rage actually already used, but you can make like a second Yama if you wanted to. I always like to add Sarama back. This is what I meant, guys. You can continue making your Wave High King Caesar still with this, even with this build, still leaving you a Mecha Phantom Beast. I mean, I'm sorry, your King of Phantom Beast on field is still having. Do we have one Sword Knight? Sorry, that Sword Knight would have been gone, but if you activate Cornfield here, like say if you use Sword Knight on your opponent's turn, you can still get another one back, giving you another interruption as well. And we're still still going off. Even if you want to activate this right here, we can still do this. allowing us to still rip one more card from our opponent's side of the field. And it's still gonna make like, I mean, so we should, English should technically be in our graveyard if we use it during our opponent's turn. So even if you had access Code Talker here, it would still be able to pop. Let's see. Unfortunately, that's it though. One cool thing about having one of the fusion plays, I'm gonna go back to my opponent's turn again, but if you able to pop one card, with guard, we make Guardian Chimera on our opponent's turn as well. That would have popped two cards on field. We made Abominable Unchained, so would have popped another card, guys. I doubt your opponent would have that many cards on field after all this right here. Plus, Wayfight King Caesars can still negate as well. This should actually be, this would be game, honestly. There's no way your opponent can survive all this, but if your opponent does, the one cool thing about having, like, let's say you can use this guy to special summon out your Yama, which is why I like it so much. Like, you can just recur Yama so many times. That's just when you want to have to play two copies. And this will allow you to add just any card right back to your, like, any card that you might be needing. So, like, even activating, like, a Ruha, adding it back to your hand. And activate your Chimera Fusion. That's why I always like to have one of the fusions on play, because you can just keep going off your fusion. We still have, well, we're out of our fusion plays already, but yeah. Oh, we have one more. Yeah. This is basically it, guys. This deck has so much follow up. Look, we still have 5 cards in our hand. I mean, we have 4 cards on board. This deck has just so much. The decks go so good together. When I was playing that salty, I was playing that player. Is a Centurion player just gone like talking too much smack about how my deck sucked. I beat him out bad, guys. I misplayed so much in game 2 that I lost game 2, but I kept trying to pop his field spell. I didn't know that the field spell had. I just missed the first line. As Yu-Gi-Oh players know, you don't ever read cards. I kept trying to pop his field spell over and over again. It wouldn't pop. And no matter what, I still pulled out beating him, even though despite how salty he was. But I'm going to showcase you guys that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this deck profiles combo video. Unchained Chimera goes really, really well together. Just because you can make Wi-Fi King Caesar so many times, you can rip cards out of your opponent's hand, which you couldn't do with Unchained before. And all the cards are all like fiends, so they special out from graveyard, as you guys have seen. It just gives you so much more follow-up and just make a whole lot more better. And yeah, it plays into Nibiru, but who cares? I mean, this is it. This is the format that we're in, guys. But anyways, comment down below, guys, if I misplayed, or maybe you have a way better way of showing me how to do the combo, which I know for sure I need to work on this some more. But regardless, guys, we still made a pretty good inboard. Like you guys, if you like the video down below as well, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, guys. It's just a super easy way for you to support me as a content creator. But overall, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.